can be a great people, Kal-El, they wish to be. They only lack the light to show the way.
Hey everyone, welcome to the video. Welcome to the channel. We're at Goodwill, where we find items to resell, primarily on eBay. Buy low, sell high is the name of the game. Been a tough week because of allergies. So I've got the big guns in today. Took some Sudafed to hopefully power me through the day. It's been my eyes, watery eyes, stuffy nose, typical stuff, but can really take you down, especially that sinus pressure. So if you guys are suffering from allergies, in my opinion, don't hesitate to use, the medication to help you out. Really help out your day, or really help your day go smooth, in my opinion. Especially when you're working for yourself, when you're a full-time reseller, you got to get out there. You still got to be looking for items. You still got to pack items, ship items. You got to list items. So there's so much to do, and you want to try to be as close to 100% as possible. All right, we're going to get in there, try to find items. I was already at one Goodwill today. I think I said this in a previous video. I try to shoot at least 3 or 4 videos in one day going to Goodwill, or thrift stores, I should say, because sometimes I do go to Savers. But let's get in there, see what we can find. I'm going to try to do some more like selfie shot or selfie or vlog style with me in the video while I'm in the thrift store. So I'll be holding my camera, and so it might look a little bit different because I'm holding my camera more, and I only got one hand to operate with. So try to test stuff out, open stuff with one hand. Let's get in there, see what we can find. Oh, like the video, hit the thumbs up, and subscribe. All right, so at this Goodwill, this is where I start, is the glass. Now over here typically is the, one of those weight vests. Turtles. All right, let's go check out the floor. Not really seeing much there. Oops. Oh, you know what? I'm just realizing something. Okay. We definitely have to get to the floor right now. That's empty. Okay. So, in the glass, there was these figurines. I didn't see them in there. So, I'm going to quickly run through here really quick, and then I'll come back. Okay, success. Now, I was having an issue here because the doggone cart kept moving. But, okay. This right here is exactly what I was looking for. I saw they had moved them out. $11.89 still is not. I'm gonna double check the price on all these. I think they've all been repriced at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's see. Excuse me. Okay, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. We got 17 total there. So $11.89 still isn't really the best price, but I'm going to just double check all these really quick now that I have them in the cart. And probably, last time I looked them up, and I did a really quick search on a few of them, they're looking right around $25 each. Now, does it meet the profit margin that I would like? No. But because I'm going to be able to buy in such a large quantity, and they're all brand new, sealed, there's not much work, they're all pretty clean, I'm going to take that deal. Again, I'm just going to do a little bit more research, because the last time I did, it seemed to be worth it. So I'm just going to double check, and I'll get right back to you. But it looks like they repriced them, and originally they were $27. So doing a lot better from a price perspective, but let's see what we can do. Oh, something kind of cool. Look for this. Is that? Oh, Jamaica. Oh, okay. I thought it was something kind of vintage. Actually, kind of. The work, you know what? I think I might picked it up for $2. Oh, is that trip now? Oh, it's in good condition. I kind of like the artist work on there. It's pretty nice. Now, a lot of people love Jamaica. I haven't been to Jamaica, but is that like? It looks like it's really. All right, we'll take this. Let's take a. All right, I'll get back. Okay, we're kind of back to normal here after that little little rush of trying to find where those fairies went. Kind of a little miscellaneous. I just sold the this right here. I just sold the Army kind of scrapbook photo book recently for $30. Found those Army Navy ones, military basically. Those are pretty good. Music is kind of loud in here, so I hope if I keep talking, they won't pick up the music. But you never know. You never know. The other day I had to edit a video, I think like 2 or 3 times. It was really kind of annoying because of music. So, and you really don't know if the music's going to get caught or not until you upload it. Or at least I don't know if there's another way besides just uploading it and then, so it's copyright. Okay, we're still moving through. Make sure I'm not going to hit anything with this cart. This cart has a mind of its own. When I was stacking it full of the fairies, it just started just wandering off. All right. Oh yeah, let's just go to this back wall. I kind of just blew through here pretty quickly. Usually plenty and plenty of board games. Oh, what is this down here? Look at this. Gravity. What is that? Gravity 3, sharper image. Pump action. Oh, I see. Okay. It's one of those things where the ball, like, kind of a target practice type of thing. The balls are just kind of being pushed into the air, hovering, and you shoot them down or shoot them out of the way. It might be. This is Disney. I think it's Disney. Looks like it's from a place where you get the in Disneyland where you get the what's it called? You get the Dole Whips. But it's $6. Don't think it's worth it. Bibleopoly. These are the they're like what do you call it? Bible Monopoly. but for the Bible. They're not officially branded monopolies, so you got to be cautious. It's all. I'm not gonna really got to be careful with those. You can easily get a Vero, a takedown, and you don't want too many of those on your account. There's a little Space Jam. Looks like Bugs Bunny. What else we got? Take a look down here real quick. Little cups there. Okay. Down here. As you can see, really nothing in this basket aisle. Look at that little wallet came out of here, probably. Yeah, I'm not really seeing anything there. Let's continue on down the road here. I really quickly shot through here. Not really running, but I just wanted to know where they put those fairies and what they're priced at. They dropped the price, I think about $15 or $16 on them, so. Okay, I mean, the fairies might be the only thing we walk out of here with. Lots and lots of stuff, lots of carts. Fruit mosaic. Doesn't feel very old. Oven, dishwasher, microwave safe. I mean, it's made in Japan, so I don't think it's really going to be worth it though. Look at this here. Little coin purse clip for $3. It's kind of cool. I'm gonna look into that. What the heck is this? Oh, there it is. Whoa, whoa. Definitely got some damage there, which probably been sitting around for too long. Quality isn't really there. They want $22 for that. All right, let's check out the mugs. Actually, on our way to the mugs, I know a lot of people like the glass miscellaneous pottery sections of Goodwill, so just take a look here really quick. I'm going to try to talk through the music because there is a speaker right above this area, so a little Mickey Mouse, the Mickey Mouse snow globe. That water is pretty yellow, so, and it's in LA too. Tend to stay away from these, especially with that yellowing there. Kind of a shame. But let's try to see if there's anything else in here. We got a turkey, pumpkin stuff. Looks like a mug. A half. Oh, here's the other. Well, it's not the half of the mug. Looked like the other half of the mug, but no. The mugs are right on the other side of this section here. Got some weeping gold here. But not only is it not worth it, but it's broken. The cat, probably, a cat. There's a rabbit down there, probably some chalk art. A fancy little, thing that's heavy, party light. Yeah. Party light, still candle holder, tea light candle holder. Alright. Oops. I was going the wrong direction with the camera. Sorry about that. You guys just got a shot of the ceiling and probably where the speaker's at. Still trying to get used to holding the camera in my hand. But right around here is the mugs. Here we are, the mugs. Everybody loves mugs. Nobody really wants to pay up for mugs on eBay. Unless it's a really special mug, so don't get stuck in that trap. I will tell you if I find a very special mug. The music is incredibly loud right now. So this is like a little copper. I don't even think that's real copper. Alright. But nothing really here. I do not see anything that I collect. So we're going to go ahead and there's still more mugs down here. More mugs. Teacups. Alright, let's rock and roll. Okay, everybody. The following around Goodwill is real. I'm not making it up. I'm not like just sensing and nothing's really happening. But someone was following me, literally following me. They saw the fairies I got and they were interested too. I didn't take any out of anybody's hand when I was picking them up, but they said, asked me if I was taking all of them because I was kind of sorting through them because I noticed there were duplicates. And I said, no, yeah, by all means. At first I thought she was looking at something else, but she was looking at the fairies and I was like, hey, there's a bunch of duplicates in here. If you want, you can go ahead. Let's split them up, which we did. So, half and half. I think I'm about done here. We're going to wrap it up and head on out. Adios. However, before we wrap it up, I found this Android guy. This Android stuff does pretty well. I picked up another plush, smaller one, which costs like $20, $25. This is $4. I have no idea what it, if I had to guess, $30-ish or so, but I keep this stuff. I'm a huge Android fan, so it's a cool little pillow. But these are the actual fairies we're going to take right here. So I ended up with 9 of them, which is cool. I got the Jamaica thing, got the gold touch. Gold touch. That's part of an ergonomic keyboard set. So, okay, now is this the box that's been floating around here? That is the box that's been floating around here. Now it's just the box. The power supply is gone. So that's what happens. All right, but we're wrapping up this trip. I'm heading back home. I got orders to ship. Stay tuned for the recap. Hey everybody, welcome to the end of the video, and I hope you guys enjoyed that trip over to Goodwill. As you guys saw, I got those fairies, and those fairies, I had seen them there in the glass case, and the glass case items don't turn over as much in the glass as they do on the floor. So I'd been watching them, seeing them there. I knew they were eventually going to pull them out, because $27 was a bit much for our area. It is what they go for on eBay, but you got to remember, eBay is worldwide. Everywhere eBay ships, that's your market right there. So, $27 at our Goodwill there, those were not going to move. Nobody was going to come in there and pay $27 a ferry to take those. So, it just wasn't applicable to our, to our location. Now, they priced them down to $11.59, I believe. And so, at that price point, we can definitely make some money on those. And I decided to go ahead and snag those. After I noticed they were gone out of the case, I figured they got to be on the floor somewhere. But they had just taken them back earlier that day, I'm assuming, because they were on the cart and they're already repriced. And then, as I told you guys in the video, I don't know if you saw the person. I don't think I filmed the actual person that was there, but she approached me. At first, she approached me as I was kind of looking through them, making sure they were all good, they were all still sealed. And I started noticing duplicates. I didn't notice there were duplicates in the beginning, but there was almost a duplicate of every single one. And I think there was maybe only one that did not have a duplicate. But she actually approached me, and I wasn't sure really what she wanted. She didn't say anything. She was kind of staring. I thought she was looking at something on a shelf. So I just, said, excuse me, and I went around to another area just so I can continue just making sure, everything was good with those. But she approached me again. I was like, what the heck? What's going on here? I didn't know what was going on. I was like, what's happening? And then she was asking about the ferry. She was like, are you going to take all those ferries? I'm like, oh, well, maybe you want some. I mean, by all means, And then she said, well, I'll just take you. I said, I'm just going through them because there's duplicates. And she goes, well, I'll take whatever, you don't want or the duplicates, And then like, all right, fine. Cool. So we split them up and we're good. So keep an eye on things. If you're at Goodwill all the time, like I am, or if you're a full-time reseller, because you're always going to Goodwill, if that is one of your sourcing, on your sourcing route, or a place you source at. I know, depending upon your location where you live, some of your Goodwills might not be as good as the ones you see in my videos or other people's videos. But I go there so frequently, I see the stuff, and I see items, and I'll be like, all right, I'll just wait. I know they're going to price that down eventually, and when they do, boom, then you can potentially have an opportunity to snag it and actually make profit. So I'll be able to actually make profit on those ferries. Well, once they sell, that is. So that was pretty cool. And then, sourcing is going to be different just depending upon where you live. I'm in San Jose, Bay Area. It's really different. I was down in Monterey, which was about 45 minutes. Poor. I posted a video up in Santa Cruz, and that was, in my opinion, poor Goodwill. There was another one, but we didn't go to that one. I've gone up north, up towards San Francisco. Not actually in San Francisco, but up towards San Francisco. And it was okay, like mediocre. The best ones appear to me, in my opinion, right here in the San Jose area. San Jose, Santa Clara, Campbell. Basically Santa Clara County is what it is. So those appear to be the best ones, and with the best merchandise to resell. In my opinion, of course, there's always going to be instances where, all of a sudden it'll be like a gold mine at one random Goodwill. They'll just get some great stuff that someone donated, and hey, you can get a good score. But really, what I'm looking for is consistency, and these Goodwills, flea market, just have great consistency as far as inventory that I can post on eBay. Now, also too, because there's a lot of resellers that go through there. They go through all these places, and I'm probably one of very, very many resellers. I mean, I know Saturday mornings at one Goodwill, there's a lot of resellers that are just waiting for the doors to open. Everybody going in there in the beginning are all resellers, as far as I know. So there's a lot of competition. But not everybody necessarily has all the same knowledge. So my goal with these videos is to help provide you with that knowledge, so that way you can go in, and sometimes, people jam to the clothes. And you guys know I'm not a clothing person. A lot of people in this area are clothing people. And so I don't focus on the clothes. I go target the other areas. I make, just the best educated decisions based on the knowledge that I have. And I have the eBay app, which obviously is a great tool to use. Use it, look items up, see what they're going for, so that we can, make an educated decision as far as whether or not an item is worth it. If it fits within your business model, or if it's gonna sell for the appropriate price so you make the profit that you would like to make on that item. Some people just chase massive volume and just try to get as much stuff with a little bit of profit, and then just try to sell as much as you can. Some people like to sell, sell large, big profitable items, and then, they only have a few items they have to sell. So everybody's model is a little bit different. So, and nobody is right or wrong, but me, I like to go in there. I do like to do a little bit of volume. I also like to find items that are, good profit margin. And I've shown you guys some great items that, I buy really low and do have a high profit. And I do expect to make a high profit or big profit on those items. It does happen, and it does happen often, again, depending upon the area you live in. And it does happen often here in our area, Santa Clara County, basically. It does happen, just like the other day. So the other day I was at Goodwill. They rolled out a cart, and I saw this name right here. I saw this like this. It was sitting like this, straight up. I saw Dymo. I immediately knew a label printer. And this is a good brand to look out for, definitely. I'm not sure all the different models, but it was only $11, so I knew this was going to be priced, or it was going to sell for close to about $100. But actually this model, and it has paper in it, I have all the cords, will actually sell closer to $160. So $11 into $160 from the Goodwill. I tested it, it works and everything, so great item. It's going to be a great profit. And you will come across these items. It just doesn't happen that often. What's more common are, some like the what souls I showed you, your $20, your $30 items. You're taking, $5, turning in 20, 25. So that's more realistic. And depending on where you live, that may be just, the most realistic. Sometimes you might not find big hits, but the more often you go, the more often you're out there at flea markets, the more you're out there at garage sales, the more thrift stores, you're going to come across, these high dollar items, these items that go for a lot. You only pay a little bit, and they go for quite a bit. So this will be like, this will be something crazy, like 15 times my money, somewhere around there is what it'll sell for. Don't forget, there's always fees associated with everything you sell online. Let's say locally. I did sell a picture locally this past weekend, so that was pretty cool. I do post local. I don't do that much local, but I do post items for sale locally. I use Facebook Marketplace, OfferUp, and Craigslist. So just sometimes the items is too big, and if it's desirable, I'll put it on there. And we made a sale this past weekend, which was good. Mercari news. If you guys heard about Mercari, they're switching to their return policy now, back to the original. So everybody's competing. Everybody's competing. All these online, all these places where we resell online, they're competing against each other. Goodwill's trying to get customers as well too. They're a store too, so they're competing with other stores as well, trying to get customers. So they're also trying to price items accordingly to try to get, you saw those fairies, they weren't selling at 27. So someone's going to have to come in there and be like, hey, these things are not moving. We got to readjust and rethink what we're going to price these at. And you got to think the same way when you're selling online. If things aren't moving, if, you have items that maybe they are no longer desirable, or maybe they're out of season, or maybe, it's just not, all of a sudden it was a trend and it's not a trend, you got to readjust and rethink your pricing, or might have to get rid of the item altogether because it's not going to sell. All right, that's enough of that. Let's move on. Well, I want to move on to the what solds, because we got a few great what solds. Another weekend in the books. This year is just flying right by. We're having some great sales. eBay is just chugging along. And we're doing pretty well. I haven't this coming week, I should say, or this week when this video comes out, I probably won't have, I think it's on not till later in the week. I have my meeting with eBay, and other eBay people that are associated with the, what is it called, the seller, seller leadership group, I guess. I can't find the email right now, but seller leadership groups. The meeting is with all them. It's a Zoom meeting, so I'll definitely report back if I find anything else. You know, if I get any more information, I definitely gotta, you know, I'm definitely gonna need some help in setting these things up. Like I said earlier, my wife's probably gonna help me out with that. I still need to reach out. I want to have the meeting first, and then see, you know, what it's all about, what everything entails there. Then I'll have to reach out to my contact over at eBay to see where we go from here. Like how do I get this going? How do I get things rolling? How do I get these meetings set up? When I talked to her, when I talked to her initially, I know they said we could potentially use eBay Campus for meetings. We'll see about that as well too, because that would be pretty cool, especially if you guys are local or visiting. We definitely go down to eBay Campus and you know, have a little meeting session. That'd be kind of cool. Otherwise, let's get to the what solds. Okay, and the what solds. Here we go. Everything's gonna pop up over here to my right, but right off the bat, we have, you know, Coach purse, designer purse. This was a really cool one. It was a small one. I found it at Goodwill. It was on the rack. It had been there. You know, I don't remember the date that it was at, because on the tag sometimes they'll have the date. Sometimes they won't have the date. It's kind of strange. I don't know which one they choose to put the date on there and when they don't. But I don't remember the date. But this had been sitting there for at least about an hour or so. Because when I went in there, I didn't see it initially. I saw it when I was walking out of Goodwill. It was there on the rack, so everybody passed it up. I spotted it, immediately knew it was a Coach. Checked it out, just make sure everything was legit. And sure enough, it was cool. Sold, $40. Not crazy, you know, Coach doesn't go for a crazy amount. Some styles do, but this one here, somewhat more modern, really cool. As you can see, the Coach patchwork purse, it was small, so I included pouch in there. Small bag, leather, a great item. This is going to go probably in a poly bag. Probably a padded poly bag is what I'm going to put this in. Because it's really small. It's not very big at all. So, great item. Look out for Coach. You know, if you're not comfortable picking up designer brands, if you can't identify if they're legit or not, I would recommend staying away from them, because you can end up in, you know, some hot water with eBay if you keep selling, you know, items that people are returning as not legit or fake. So be cautious, get to know your brands. The best way to get to know them, go to stores like Macy's, stores that have these designer products. Look at them, feel them, check out stitching, all that. Look it up online. There's plenty of websites to identify real and fakes as well, and what to look out for. I'm comfortable with Coach. Other brands I'm not, like Louis Vuitton, I'm not very comfortable with, so I tend to stay away from that. Many other brands I tend to stay away from, just because I don't know, and I don't want to end up in a situation where I'm, you know, selling fakes on eBay. I don't want to do that. Coach, I know Coach, and easy for me to identify, and sure enough, great one here, sold $40. Okay. Next thing that sold was a Sailor Moon. Now, I wasn't 100% sure if I had shown this, because I know this sold. This item did sell, but then they canceled the order about a day or two. They sent me a message, or it had to have been a day afterward. I think this was also on a weekend, so it might have been a couple of days later, because if they had purchased it, I have 1 day turnaround time, so I would have to ship it out the next day. But I do remember that there was a couple of days in between when the order came in and when I had to ship it out, and I got a message they wanted to cancel it. So I'm not sure if I showed this in the video or not. I don't remember. But this sold again, $26, and I believe the previous one sold for less than this. I believe it sold closer to $15. So I got closer to, actually this was the asking price. $26.43 was the asking price. Take that back. I sent out a 5% off offer, and they took it. So Sailor Moon, and I put a couple pictures in here so I could show you guys the pocket watch. It's not metal, it's mostly plastic. So, but pretty cool. Sailor Moon anime stuff does incredibly well. I actually have a Sailor Moon plush that's going to go up for sale here pretty soon as well. I definitely look out for this type of stuff. This watch was actually on that second picture there, so it kind of had like a... Those aren't gemstones, they're just plastic. So it was just sitting on a table at the flea market. Got it for under $1. And it was just sitting there looking like that. I picked it up. I knew it was cheap. First of all, it's a cheap piece. But the fact that it's Sailor Moon, that's it. You know, I knew I had to pick it up. And I knew there'd be a buyer out there. And sure enough, someone picked it up. And it was working. With watches, I like to be able to fix them and get them working. And by fixing them, I mean I'm just replacing the battery. That's all I'm doing. So I have a bunch of batteries that I picked up actually at a garage sale a while back that I'm still, using to this day. I only paid $5 for those, a bunch of matches, a bunch of other stuff. And so I have a bunch of watch batteries. I have a watch kit that allows me to open up watches and replace batteries. So I'd like to have them leaving here. However, I do have some watches that are brand new, and if they are brand new, I won't I won't really work on them. Really depends what it is. I will not open up and work on them because I want to keep them brand new. If I start to work on it, in my opinion, I can't sell it. I can't sell it as new anymore. So, because I did have a watch recently where I said to them, they said, "Oh, it's not working." I go, "Well, it's brand new. The battery probably needs to be replaced on it." So, okay, baseball gloves. I love selling baseball gloves because if you look for the right brands, they will go for a good price. This one here, this DeMarini Wilson Voodoo gloves, $54. I picked this up with a bunch of other stuff in a big old lot, I remember, for $20 at the flea market. This sold, so I'm already in the profit on that whole lot. I believe I got 2 purses or 3 purses as well. And I believe I also got like a little headset. I'm not 100% sure. But I know it was $20 for the whole lot. So this already paid for it. Put us in the profit. Great brand to look out for. And it was just a great glove. It was a soft glove. I did sell another glove not too long ago. Same brand. Sold for less. And the reason why it sold for less, pretty similar to this one. I believe that the other one I sold was a 13-inch. But it was really, really stiff. Like, it needed a lot of help. Leather, it needed like a lot of leather conditioner to help bring it back to life. So that one probably would have gone for a little bit more, just like this one, closer to $60. But I took less because it was a very stiff glove. Now, make sure that if you are, selling anything online on eBay, and something is like a glove, if it's really stiff, the customer is going to want to know that, because are they going to put in the work to get it back into working condition? Because you really can't use a really stiff glove. So then you got to think, is it a good enough brand for someone to purchase to put the work and time into it? And that brand is a really good brand. And if you could buy it for the right price as well too. So that's also something that you need to think of as well. So baseball gloves still doing incredibly well. We're not in the middle of the season yet, but baseball gloves pretty much sell year round if you have a good brand. Obviously, as we get closer towards spring training earlier in the year, they'll sell a lot quicker, a lot better, and usually for a little bit more. I still have some baseball spikes around here that have not sold, which I'm kind of surprised because they're in great condition. I think I have 2 pairs that are basically brand new, and one that is okay. It's not bad, actually. It's definitely used, but still in great condition. I got them for great prices. I don't know. I mean, at least I think they're really good. I don't know why they're not selling, but I still have them floating around. We'll see how those do. But the gloves do incredibly well. Bats do okay, in my opinion. And I've never really sold batting gloves, so I don't know. I don't know how they would do. I'm guessing they would do pretty good. But obviously, batting gloves don't go for as much as mitts, baseball mitts. Otherwise, thank you guys for watching the video. Please like the video by hitting the thumbs up. Subscribe to the video if you want to continue to see content from me. And let me know what you guys think of the new way. I'm shooting these videos. I'm I have the camera in my hand, so it's a little bit more. I guess my goal is to try to not get other people also in the video, just more focus on the the shelves of the Goodwill. At the flea market though, I think I'm gonna I don't think I can really hold the camera. I need both hands at the flea market, so flea market will probably continue being the way it is. But when I'm at Goodwill, I can probably operate with one hand a little bit better. So that's probably what it'll look like going forward. I hope you guys enjoy it. I'm always trying to improve these videos, trying to make them better and more appealing, more, more educational for you guys. So you guys can, if you guys are here for the reselling content, try to make it entertaining, first of all, because we all want to be entertained. And if you're here for the entertainment, I hope you guys are enjoying the videos. If you guys are here to learn something, if you're a reseller, I hope I'm providing you guys great content to try to learn. Kind of warm in here, guys. I hope you guys are finding great items out there to pick up, to resell online. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments down below. But we'll catch you in the next video.